Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Hi. Hello. Again. LA edition.
We're still in Los Angeles, where the sun shines and the ghetto
Does
birds
it?
swing.
Because, look, I'm like,
Oh yeah,
so
she came back as a rebrand for Seattle.
yeah, it was definitely
global
given-
warming.
It was the same. Well, I'm TT, y'all know.
I'm
that.
Gigi. Sorry,
I'm like,
we forgot
we're
the
so
right
rude.
salutation.
Right, we're so rude. You know that tracks for me. I definitely.
You've been doing better.
Have I?
Yeah.
Go me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been saying
I love
morning
that.
and stuff. Or hey. Like, yes.
Not just jumping into my questions. I'm dead.
I
That's
don't take
what I'm
offense.
saying.
I know you
Yeah.
know. But yes, you have been doing that.
Okay. I love that. Yeah, you gotta just know, like, I'm not the salutations.
Yeah.
I was even saying the other day, like, even work wise, like, I'm not the person that in emails is like friendly. I'm
Yeah, you
very
be dry
direct. I'm
and
so
direct.
dry. I'm so dry and direct. Like, you don't get that in person, but actually it depends on what you give me. But in emails and stuff, no, I'm very, very dry and direct, like extremely. I don't give all that other extra shit. Like,
Yeah,
get
I
in,
feel you.
get in.
I be mushy as fucking emails.
I'm like, less time to type. Like, get in, get out.
I really be mushy.
But when I landed, it was the same temperature in New York as it was in LA. I'm confusion.
And I think it rained that day too. It definitely rained Thursday and Friday morning.
It was it was starting to rain. Yeah, I don't understand it. Like you said, she has literally come back as a rebrand of Seattle.
I mean, the greenery, LA's been looking a lot more green.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. People who normally don't, do their lawn, they haven't had to because
there's it's not even growing.
yeah,
That's
it's,
crazy.
but that's all right. We're here.
That's why
We're queer.
Right. Shout out to some boy. Like, literally, I'm queer. Like, we're here.
Yes.
Another LA, because I feel like, everybody is moving to LA.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of moved. So I know so many people, people will hit me and they're like, you're still in New York? Like, it's like a bad thing because I feel like so many people have moved. I get it.
Don't shade New York, even I'll be shading New York, but mine is a light shade.
Yeah.
It's like fun shade.
Yeah, it's just, I think, and that's what it is. It's always just like, it's so hard. We're older. Like, why do you still live there? Because, we'll have a guest on a little later in this show. She's another person that's moved to LA.
Yeah.
Former New Yorker.
I had to turn my New York accent on.
I can't.
It's so bad.
I can't. Yeah, it's just, the girls have moved, and we actually had this guest on before, Fallon Carter.
Yeah.
What I guess, what is she? A wedding planner, strategist, event planner,
also podcaster.
Yes, podcaster. We're gonna do her intro for her. Yeah, she is the host of Brides podcast.
Betches Brides.
Betches. Okay.
Betches.
Betches. I guess like bitches.
Yeah. And she is their personal bridal or wedding planner consultant. So she, young ladies write into the show and they'll do certain things like, I have $35,000 budget. How can I maximize this? And Fallon will provide nuts and bolts of nuggets and from her arsenal and experience.
Because our sister, she's not planning weddings. Like, her weddings are very, very expensive. When I heard, I was like, so can I be your assistant?
Yeah.
How can I, you probably won't be planning my wedding, but, unless, I don't know, I got to meet a millionaire or some shit to get you to plan my wedding, or it's giving deeply discounted friends and family rate. But I was like, oh my gosh, I did not know how much a wedding was. I had no idea.
Expensive. It's like you say that you ain't even got to get the word wedding out. You say woo, and the price, it goes up by 30%.
So far, you are engaged. What has your wedding?
Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta tell y'all why my good sis, she was that an ambush?
No, because
I'm joking.
No,
It was very. She was just trying to, and this is so funny because I've gotten this quite a bit just in general. And I'm like, yeah, I guess we have technically been engaged for a little over a year now. Like little meaning like a month.
But that's no time to me. Like I don't know, maybe something's wrong with me that I'm like, yeah, don't we stay engaged for like a year and then we start?
You know, I actually don't. I'm like the worst bitch. I need to go on bridal bitches brides and ask some questions because I am the worst person. Like I did like research, but I don't know. I guess what's considered correct. Mm-hmm. Based off the people that I've seen who I would say did it the quote unquote right way, mm-hmm. they got the engagement and the wedding happened like maybe within that year, a little bit after.
Wow, okay.
Very like quick to me. But yeah. I think the difference between in my situation and the people that I'm referring to is that me and Punch kind of already have a family. Like we have, for us it's just like, okay, we definitely want to have the wedding. We want, you know, our daughter to be a part of it, to see the union. She always talks about weddings. It's so weird.
Really?
Like, yes, I blame Disney because the person who don't talk about the shit, she always be like, you getting married? She asked if you were getting married. I was like, why are you asking if people getting married?
Oh my God, y'all putting pressure on me now.
Putting the pressure on. Is Auntie Tiara getting married? Who's getting married? I'm like, girl, why are you even asking this at 4? Like, stop. I'm going to turn the Disney Channel off.
But you gotta put on like, I don't know, one of some of them boys programs.
Yeah. Like that. So, you know, for us, like, we definitely want to do it. Some shit has happened, so, you know, it kind of hesitated our planning a little bit. But I feel like we're kind of at the point now where we're like, do you want to just apply for it, mm-hmm. do that, like, have paperwork, and then we have a wedding later? Like, that's kind of where we are with it.
Okay.
But it's funny because our guest always asks me where we are. She's like, when are we doing this? What are we doing? She probably gonna ask me now about your wedding. Yeah, what you're doing. Come Tiara, welcome. Yes, the girls' fave.
Yeah, welcome.
We're doing
welcome,
good.
Sis. Welcome. Hey. Scooch on in. So, you know, this is the newscaster.
We're newscasters today.
This is the newscaster set.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
So the weather is 70.
Yeah, exactly. With the chance of rain.
Because it is, you like Los Angeles. Hug your boobs to find out if it's raining.
It's my knees.
Mine too. Or your sinuses. Yeah. That's how you know you old, when your sinuses tell you what the weather's gonna be.
Oh, I've never had Flonase more. Like I have Flonase that I took last night before I even went to sleep.
Yeah, I have a pack of Zyrtec in my bag.
I'm gonna need. I need to stop at CVS. I just need a whole host of things. But so glad to have you again.
Thank you so much.
We introduced you, girl.
Oh, thank you. So wait, when are you getting married? Because I keep wanting to ask, but I don't want to ask.
I know. That was literally starting. I literally got a phone call this week too about it. Like, from one of my other friends or my last sister. She was like, so I'm really trying to figure out my life, and you're holding me up. I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm really sorry. But we still want to do Milwaukee. I was saying that we're thinking about just, you know, kind of eloping, getting our paperwork, and then like coming back to that. But
so a party in LA or Milwaukee. That's what I'm like.
It would be like, we thought about what you initially proposed to us. This is like, cause she was like, Fallon was like, the wedding planner was like, I mean, you should just elope.
100%.
And I was like, what the fuck? As a wedding planner, she was like, you should just elope. And then because she's still a wedding planner, was like, I mean, you can elope. And then we could do a cute little house in the Malibu or in the hills, and you can have like a nice little reception dinner. You can invite your closest friends. You can give them the heads up, you know, your mom and all this. And I was like, I actually like that. But we both still kind of want like a formal, you know, wedding.
Traditional.
But, yeah.
Well, why as the wedding planner did you say that? Did you say that though?
Well, I think people have the intention of having a big wedding because they think they should. Or they're doing it for other people.
That is absolutely.
It's like, do you really want
personally
that?
Don't need that. Don't care to have it, but I don't mind it. I know that like a lot of people, our family, our friends want to celebrate us, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that's
But there's
great.
so many ways to do that without having the true traditional wedding. And the cost of a wedding it's expensive. And it's like, unless you're really about to do it, I say don't do it. Like, unless you got the coins to do it. Because then you're going to be mad at yourself, and you're going to be mad at him, and you're going to be mad and mad.
Yeah. Right.
So it's like.
That was also kind of the delay, because we want to do it right. You know? And the good thing is about doing it in Milwaukee is that it won't be as expensive as doing it here.
Yeah.
Or
Anywhere else.
Literally anywhere else.
And it'll be authentic to you. It'll be your true love story for sure.
Yeah.
Midwest players.
It'll be so basically cute. But we got to, I don't know, the Kia boys is kind of wild. Like, they got to watch out for them.
Like the carjacking ring or something like that.
Yes.
Huh?
They're
I was like, I heard her say, it's like a car. I don't know, every city got they shit.
They got
everybody,
But
they rob niggas on broad daylight.
Percocets, and Kias are very easy cars to like break in, and I feel like I'm giving game. Those are easy cars to like break in and steal. And so
noted.
They're called the Kia boys because they'll steal your cars.
Shout out to
actually,
Kia.
it's getting so bad that like I feel like I need to add.
I know. I was like, is Kia paying for this? Sponsoring the show.
I'm giving the users a heads up. Don't buy that shit. Don't buy a Kia because somebody gonna rob you.
Clearly.
But yeah, they take your cars, and they started a whole little thing, and 4 kids, for everyone. But
for everyone.
Apparently, the insurance people are gonna stop servicing like those cars in that area. It's gotten so bad.
Wow. Jesus.
So
I just want to. Like I said,
I protect your Kia.
Gotta protect your Kia. Don't get one. Shit. Like I said, I just need the world to end very quickly. I just need it to be over.
What did I miss?
Yeah, I just like it's enough. Like it's a lie.
Or my mom is just like, so when are we leaving America?
Okay.
All right. That's a thought.
Okay. So you see that for you. Obviously are from Maryland and then moved to New York and now are in LA. Would you consider moving someplace else?
I've considered Paris or London many times.
Okay.
Africa, thought about it, but it's just the infrastructure is like, it's buku corrupt. I don't have time for the games. They don't have Target. They're like,
you don't want to go to Ghana and find your friend and find your African kid.
I mean, Ghana is lit all day. It's just I don't know how to move through Africa like that.
Okay.
Like, I would have to have a sponsor. I'd have to have someone who could lead the charge, because that's a place where you have to pay
not
to
a
play.
man. I'm like not like a sponsor. Is it a man?
I mean,
like,
that could be too. But
I was on so many forms.
Yeah, I was like Tierra Marie. Or
I need to know somebody with the government.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I thought you meant my bird ass was like.
But that really come down to money.
Right.
It's sponsored Tierra Marie. It's adjacent.
Yes. To go to Africa.
Really?
For sure.
Wow.
To experience it the right way, like. You can't just go up in there and be like, "Oh, where's the 4 seasons?" It don't work like that in Africa. Like,
wow,
you got. I think you have a better. It's like going to the strip club with the dude. Like, it's much better.
Yeah,
it's a much
never
better.
Go to the strip
club by yourself.
Yeah. Right?
Wow.
No. Damn. Why?
Never.
Jesus Christ.
It's a much better experience when there's someone in charge and knows the ins and outs.
Okay.
Who to place the call with to get your car pushed to the front of the line. Like,
yeah.
Wow.
Because it's a place where it's corrupt and it's.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Africa. Shout out to Ghana, Nigeria. We love.
I mean, yeah, I can't wait because I'm going for a wedding in December and it's my first time, and I'm like, oh Lord, what is this about to be given?
It's going to be the best experience of your life.
Okay,
it's the first place I've ever been where I was not a minority, and that was more freeing than you can realize.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
And you have no idea what subconscious is, and you're in the back of your mind. You're really monitoring every single movement you make when you're here in America. There, you can be yourself, be late. Because everybody late.
I can't.
We all doing the same thing. Like,
not be on time
at 3 a.m.
I went to parties before the DJ was even there. I thought I was late, but it wasn't even late.
See, no, not being timeliness is like from the white man. Like, I can't.
White people created time. Okay, it is a construct. Time is a construct, and black people live in that.
I can't.
Wow.
I cannot. Well. And then why London or Paris then?
I know from a colonizer perspective, I was like, well, but I like another city. I miss New York a lot. but I don't want to live there again.
Yeah.
But I would love to live in Paris or London because of the ability to travel to Italy and
move around.
Move around Europe better.
Okay. London does feel like New York too. It feels literally like I don't just
cleaner.
But you can still find everything else.
Yeah, it's you could find the pleasures of which, and they have Soho houses, so I'm like, sure, whatever.
Soho House and
I cannot. I mean, but how does that work? I feel like you also, because you travel so much, like, what is your own love life? I always think about that J-Lo movie, The Wedding Planner, and how she was like, like that movie's so ridiculous. She found that man in the damn cobblestone, almost got hit by a damn, what was the thing that was coming down? The big ass trash can. She's like those that
I don't remember the scene.
I actually love that movie.
Oh, okay.
She's walking in the thing, and Matthew McConaughey sees her, and it's a dumpster. The
That's
dumpster,
it.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like big trash can. The dumpster's like right. It's coming down the thing. That's how they meet. Anywho,
I'm confusing it with the other movie. I think
when she got married with the bride.
She's been a
the
bride in almost every single movie she's played.
Is.
Or a maid.
The last one. Yeah.
She's been typecast.
Yeah, she is
not or maid. Yeah, maid and maid. She is really typecast. Right. Well, no, my sis broke out with Enough now.
True story.
She did her. Why my hair was a mess, and somebody said that I looked like the cover of Jennifer.
Wow.
I was like, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
I don't know. I was like, not me looking like that. I was like, well, I'm fighting for my life.
Because sometimes we just got enough.
Yeah, sometimes we had enough. Yeah, I was like, my hair was dirty, but it ain't enough. Oh God, what does your dating life look like?
I mean, it's changing your Hinge profile to every city you in just to see what might happen.
Okay.
But I can't say that that's been a major priority for me, to be honest. Just because my business is just living my life to the fullest, and hopefully someone will come along that makes it feel as easy and as fruitful. Peace, silence, quiet. So, I mean, yes, I've been in places and cities and I'll meet someone and, we'll have a little fling and have some fun. But I think I just want to live my life. And whoever comes along and wants to join the journey, by all means. But I'm not going to stop and force anything that isn't there.
Okay. Do you want to, if you find that person, do you want to be married, or is it just getting partnership?
So I was talking to my therapist about this yesterday, and I don't actually think I want to be married, and I don't want children. And if I do meet someone, we have to live in separate houses.
Okay.
I don't want to be up under nobody. I don't want anyone to be up under me. And then maybe the houses are connected somehow.
Yeah.
Come on, Frida Kahlo.
She
was on to something.
And we meet
Separate
in the middle. I mean, my therapist was saying it's like the patriarchy has definitely just taught us that we must want this one way of being, and it doesn't fit my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I constantly think damn, do I have to stop traveling? Do I have to stop moving around? But I'm like, why do I have to stop the things that bring joy to my life to fit in a mold that doesn't suit me?
Yeah.
So I was like,
that's what we were talking about a few weeks ago of how I think, to be completely honest, I think I kind of moved towards, I don't think I want to be married. And I think the kid thing, that changes, right? Let's say I have a crazy ass night, I'll be like, oh child, I don't ever want to have no little baby. And then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I kind of want to. But I think that marriage part, I feel like daily and more often than not. The craziest thing is I said it on my way coming here about something, and I was like, I don't know if I don't know if I want it. I don't. Yeah.
I haven't seen an example of it being fruitful in my life. And I know there are some people who have fabulous examples.
Yeah.
I've just never seen an example where the shit went good.
Yeah. That's the tough part.
I love hearing this. And to what T was saying, we were just talking about this a couple weeks ago, but we were referencing Young Miami and Diddy.
I want that. I literally told my therapist, I was like, young Miami. Yeah. I want that.
Sign
take me to the bed. Let's go.
Take me to the bed.
And I'll leave you after that.
Yes. But we were talking about how it's been so difficult for people to fathom her being okay with that. And I was like, she's never said that she wanted to be married. In fact, she said she never wants to be married. And people still trying to impose and enforce their belief on like this monolithic love experience on her, you know? And so I think more conversation about women not wanting to be married, more Whoopi Goldbergs, I don't want no man living in my house.
That's what I was saying about Whoopi when you
More,
said that.
I don't want to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like, I think we need more of that. And it's, you're still an incredible person. You still are an amazing asset to humanity. You know, it's like, dare to dream. Dare to dream. You never know.
And it's crazy because I was that. So I was also the person, though, if you would have asked me this 7 years ago, I was more concerned about what the wedding looked like, not the work of a marriage, you know, because so many times it's like, I want my dress to look like this, and we eating chicken and Popeyes, and like,
and that's how they sell it to us.
Exactly. And then it's like, oh no, but baby, the next day when that work, like, and it's almost
you
like,
still here?
Exactly. And it's like, we look at it as an end goal when it's really like,
it's
we're just starting.
It is just the beginning.
We've always, I actually had this conversation with two men, and it's like, and their take on it was like very different. You know, like when I say very different, it was that, right? It was like, this is when we just begin. So it's like getting aligned, like how are we together? Like how are you, you know, how do you spend money? Like
how are you raising children?
How are you raising children? All those hard conversations that, you know, you just be like, oh, we in love, and I love this man so much.
But love is an emotion like any other one.
It's fleeting,
just like the others.
So the funny thing is, the conversation was, myself and one of the guys were like, you know, love is not enough, and obviously there's so many. It's a pillar in a relationship, but you can't just sustain off of love alone. And the other person is very much like, it was enough.
Distance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
I can, or I can love you, and you're not good for me. Like it's an emotion, like you said, it's fleeting, and it was like, it was very sobering, you know, a little bit to hear. Like, I'm like, oh, you really just think love isn't that? Oh, no, baby, no.
Yeah. So I even tell, like, working with my couples, the first thing we do as a kickoff, I'm like, so I'm here to plan your wedding, but that's all I can do. But here are the resources I think you should put in front of you before you step down the aisle. Like, talk to a financial advisor to talk about how are you managing money together? What are your plans together as far as life goals? Because some people are like, oh, I want to go back to school, but does your spouse potentially know that?
Right.
What are your morals and values and compass? Because even my sister, during the Black Lives Matter, she married someone who was white, and she had her own hurdles to battle with that conversation that she didn't have prior to marriage. So it's like, do you have a lawyer? What happens if this does go left and you have a divorce? How are you splitting dollars and cents? What does that look like to you? So it's like, people aren't preparing for, this is the person you're dedicating to spend your entire life with.
Right.
And the person that you guys are going to become within this relationship are going to be very different from the person you married on that day.
Oh, exactly. And that part. It's like, yes, and you're going to change and evolve. If we together for 20 years, I'm not going to be the same person I was.
And neither will they. So.
That's also another reason why Punch and I have kind of been taking our time, because we've really been doing the work to manage a lot of these different things that, I mean, I guess when you have a kid with somebody, you live with them, then you start to really discover, oh, you have this and I have this. But now we're more like communicating about the things that we discover about each other. We're asking, okay, is this what you want to do? Is this what you want to do? Beautiful. Your money's like this, my money's like this. Yeah. Okay, we want to get married. We want to figure that out. But for us, like, and I was really at the top of the mountain with this. Like, we got to get our shit together, because
100%.
I ain't doing shit. I ain't doing shit. I'm okay like this. You know,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, because people get wrapped up in the idea of just the wedding
and the love and the feeling and all that stuff, and it's like you're not focused on. You're not able to see all the red flags that are in front of you because you're just so in your feelings. You need someone to see the red flags with you, which is why you need to talk to a therapist or a counselor.
Somebody. Even just that, I was watching this show on Netflix called, like, I think it's called How to Get Rich, and the guy's name is
I watched a couple episodes.
How do you get rich? That's the thing. The show is more so, he has a podcast and a book, but the show is more so about your relationship with money. And the craziest part is the first two examples are two couples that the woman is the breadwinner in the situation, and the guy's like, well, I stay home with the kids, but I need some type of allowance, essentially, because she's making all the money. And the other situation, you said what? You said not over here? You're not down for the house husband? If if you put Ebony K. Williams, so if you look,
You gotta check your own patriarchy.
Right, exactly. You wouldn't have no house husbands.
Yeah, no, that's not. God bless those people who are that progressive. That is not my ministry.
At all.
I need a man who works. And provide.
But the craziest thing is the woman on the show kind of gives that, right? Like, she's like, no, you ain't getting no money. Like, she's like, no. And he's sitting there like begging for money, basically. And she's like, so she stays home with the kids for one day, right? He goes to look for a job. She stays home with the kids. She's like, I didn't know this was hard. She was like, no, she's not really. He's like, well, you come home, like you're not even around the kids. She's like, yeah, because I gotta work. Like, she's giving, like,
she's the man.
And he's like, I've been home here all day. You don't even take me out. You don't do nothing nice for me. And she's like, yeah, I work. Like, she's like, I have a very demanding job.
I randomly watched, like, I think episode 8. Like, I was like, it was a girl who was selling, I don't know, marketing. What is it? The fucking network marketing shit.
Okay.
Like,
pyramid
prepaid list. Yeah, it was that. I watched a random episode that.
I didn't
see this one.
Yeah, they wrapped them up by episode 4 or something. And then there's another couple. There's a black couple that they get together. They've been married. Their goal is to buy a house. And he's like, but you don't even know what your finances look like. Ooh. Like, they have more debt than income. The guy, like, they have no joint finances of like, okay, well, if we are working towards this goal, these are the things that we're doing. And, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, I'm like, y'all been married for that long and you've never had that conversation. You never had a talk about money? They were like, we've never had a conversation about money. They were like, the bills just get paid. They just get paid. That's it. He had a storage room that he's spending like $400 a month. It was like an old microwave. And the guy's like, but what are you doing with an old microwave? Like, what are you, why?
Don't throw this thing in the trash.
But then it like goes into like, again, your relationship. It was, I was poor growing up. Now I can have these things. I'm going to have them. So yeah, I bought this. Now I have this emotional attachment to it. So I'm not getting rid of. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of. He was like, it's a $60 microwave. Like,
my dude,
don't
let that go.
Let it go. But it's like I said, a lot of it is really your relationship to money and how you are. And then so that's just you alone. Now you bringing in a partner to this shit.
Yeah, it got their own trauma to deal with.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, as black people, it was like, I think the statistic was like 70% of couples. It was like they break up essentially because of like financial reasons.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like, me, my negative ass. I'm like, niggas gonna cheat. Like, of course you gonna cheat. Shit, yeah, that's fucking given.
But that's also the main reason of domestic violence as well. Yeah. It's like, if guys don't feel as though they are the winner in their relationship or bring home enough money, they take their feelings and emotions out sometimes on hitting the other person to show that they are stronger.
It don't even have to be that, girl. The Bears could lose a game. Like they wife or some shit. Like, it's really crazy.
I'm like, after all this, I am totally content. By myself. No one will kill me. No one will beat me up. No one will take my money. No one will beg me for no money. Like, I'm good.
I know. I know this sounds crazy, but the other day I was like, maybe I should give myself a timeline of if this shit does not happen before 42 or something. It's definitely given like me, myself, and I, because I have definitely, there is a part of me though that has still made peace with that it's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I really do enjoy my life and I enjoy flexibility.
You created a beautiful life for yourself.
I read that the thing that I love the most is like, I don't, there's no check-in, no nothing. I'm responsible for one person. That's it. Yeah. Like,
I ain't gonna
your life is not your own. The second you realize you are with child, sans ghost baby. The second you realize, I'm keeping this little motherfucker. You gotta be like, oh God, I can't even go have it's instant. It's instant. Like, I can't go do this. I can't go do that. I gotta think about this. I gotta think about that. I'm like,
even the way I still call my mom now, and I'm like, damn, you 37 years old, she still think, Mom, what about?
You think you're like, 18.
Forever job.
No. It is that is your job forever and ever.
Ever and ever.
And sometimes people are having kids thinking that they're going to be their insurance policy or be able to take care of them when they old, and I'm like,
I need to just make enough money.
Some of these kids be acting.
Put me, as my mother said,
me in a house.
Put me in a home. My mother was like, put me in a home and just make sure they ain't beating on me and they changing me. She said, just come in there. She was like, come in there and my father was like, no, I'm gonna have to live in somebody's house. He's like, y'all better have a house big enough. And my mother was like, that's too much responsibility, child. She was like, anybody got time for that? So she said, make sure that they change it. She said, make sure you lift my shit up.
You can live in a facility that like still gives you your own apartment. Like if you don't have something like dementia or something like that, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, my grandpa lives in one of those.
Although I don't know. The way Jessie I don't know. She might want me in her house.
Honey, the way none of my siblings want my mother in the house. That's not really. Damn, I'm gonna be the one. Like,
wow,
that's
not be the one.
I could see Golden Girls. Yeah, giving Golden Girls.
I could see my sister with my mother, like her living there, but I think she knows she ain't coming up with me
at all.
I will be checking, and I worked in retirement homes. I was about to say,
I would take my mama, but I don't think she would want that because I'd be like, Mama, I smoke weed and all of this shit. You don't want all this hell up in here.
I'm dead.
You don't want no Satan up in your house, so you just not no Satan. I got Satan friends. You know,
it's giving sinners.
It's the sinner's house. It's not the Potter's house.
Oh my gosh, which I still want to go to. I gotta go to the Potter's house.
I'm gonna go on Sunday if you want to go.
Really? Damn, I'm leaving tonight.
Oh, look at the Lord.
Okay, I gotta come back. I really want to go to the Potter's house, though. I gotta make it.
Yes.
Yes,
Now we love Sarah and
T. Love me some Sarah. Okay, so we're gonna play a little game. So we're gonna play Fuck, Kill, Marry. This is gonna be the OG actor edition. Because we're in Hollywood. So between Lawrence Fishburne, Samuel L. Jackson, and Morgan Freeman.
Gotta be good.
This is kind of easy. Morgan Freeman, didn't he like marry his granddaughter or something?
Yeah,
what?
Killing him.
I was like, kill.
Morgan Freeman married
his step granddaughter.
It wasn't like biological. It was something like, but still. Kill.
Okay. No Joe Clark up in here. Okay.
Since I don't have a dad, I always pretended Samuel L. Jackson was my dad.
Okay.
So I would probably marry him. Okay. He seems like he'd be funny as shit.
But Samuel L. Jackson, all people, does he just be cussing? And
be cussing.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
And Matrix, Lawrence Fishburne, because I watched The Matrix. Like Morpheus.
Okay.
I would fuck that.
Damn, that is actually easy. That was good.
That was. Damn.
Really
I wouldn't have gone. I didn't go that little Morgan Freeman.
He's been old all his years.
All his life. Has he ever been a baby? No, I don't believe
I should have said baby. Yeah, James Earl Jones or some shit. That's another one that's been old all his life.
How did you guys come up with those names? That was really good.
I have no idea. When I say no clue, no clue. And the fact that you got it so quick.
I got it so quick.
I'm like, Bing Rames. But what about Bing Rames? Like Don Cheadle. I'm about to just start throwing curveballs. But Don Cheadle kind of type fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he is. It's so many of them that I feel like I didn't. Like growing up, I didn't think Method Man was like the finest person on earth. And I don't know why I didn't see that. And I'm like, but like Raekwon is fine. I was watching like the ice cream video, and I was like, no, Raekwon in that ice cream video, fine. Okay,
I gotta go back.
No, I gotta see. He's fine. Like I'm like, how did I not realize this? Not sure. No, I'm gonna show you. Fallon. Yo, honey, did listen.
Sure.
It was giving thuggish, ruggish bone. So as we are talking about this, what is your perfect man? I remember one time you were like, oh, if I meet a man, it's got to be like move-in ready. You was like, I'm not screwing a light bulb in. I know, and
now
I'm like,
I'll take anything.
I take a rehab project.
Would you date a bus driver?
Oh, you didn't hear me call her Ebony K. Williams? Oh, I missed it. And she was like, but I was like, stop talking with the allowance for the man. And I was like, all right, Ebony.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, she's giving Ebony. Yeah.
So, damn, you changed that. Okay, because this is only, like I said, I've also changed a lot of like how I have, I guess, viewed relationships. But, what is your ideal man?
I would say right now it's like just someone who's unapologetically just into me and my happiness, like without a doubt. So I think it's more about characteristics than appearences.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah.
Someone who's, I kind of do have a type. So definitely non-American, but
non-American.
Okay. Non-American.
Against your own country. I love it. I stand.
Non-American chocolate. I guess.
That was everybody type.
I was like,
yeah, I was like, that's Check. That's my type. I was like, that's everybody's type. Literally.
High level of self-awareness.
Okay, that's so important.
Yeah.
That's so important. Good luck.
I mean, shit. Unmarried.
Here we are. And hence current situations.
Owns a 3-piece suit. Owns a tuxedo. Owns.
Wow.
Well traveled.
That's
okay.
Has a tailor that they go to.
Wow.
Girl.
Okay.
Like,
Dream big.
right. Okay.
Or
I
staying
did say
single.
I did say ideal. I did not say what you think. that
Literally.
you could deal with. You
said ideal.
I said ideal. Okay.
Established, wealthy, over 40.
James St. Patrick. Oh no, he's American.
It's giving James Bond.
He's not chocolate.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I'm watching the show The Diplomat, and it's on Netflix, and there's a chocolate guy in there, and I'm like, every time he comes on screen, I'm like, that's it. That's
him. Yeah. Oh my
God. His butt is so tight in the little suits. I'm like, I can help you take that off right now. Like, it is British accent in banking or politics, smarter than me. Just a gentleman. Understands opening a door. Just like owns the space. Charismatic. Doesn't talk a lot. Not too flashy.
How you want him to be charismatic? Don't talk a lot.
Charismatic by just his presence, not necessarily chatty.
Mysterious.
Girl, where is this man? She's perfect.
I mean, you said ideal. What we doing?
If you find this nigga, find his brother.
I'm cousin to myself, and
I don't even need the suits, child. Like, I find this man, and we gotta find his clone, child. So I was like, wow.
I'm gonna go.
I guess the aliens is coming. Yes, we niggas.
We definitely
maybe they'll bring that.
No, AI can work something out. I'm sure we'll figure.
Exactly.
Maybe the AI will talk to the alien.
Right. Is this the upside? Maybe if we can get an upside with AI and have a perfectly crafted man.
Let's get to the robots. I'll figure it out.
That's why I keep saying start the rapture. Like, I just need to know. I really need to know. Like, what is it gonna be?
They won't let us smoke in here, but you got that back there?
I do. I brought it. Them things was $8. I was like, what? I was like, excuse? I thought it was gonna be like $2. Something eat. She said $8.
They gotta make their money.
I paid my word.
Listen, these conversations definitely. All these conversations that we have had about AI and everything, definitely, child, it requires some backwoods, child. We definitely go light up after this episode.
Enjoy that.
I have to go downstairs and roll it up since they're not kind.
Yeah.
But we
sharing is caring, smoking is something.
It's LA. And it's the LA.
It was giving very anti-LA.
And they said they led with that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Someone else gave
okay.
those directions too. They weren't very clear.
It's okay. Everywhere else, like.
Okay.
So do I.
Yeah. I too was a little confused at first, and
I was like, "There's another way to word this."
Yeah. Listen, we are definitely. We can go roll up after. I've been on my little. Since I've been in LA, girl. I was smoking.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is this a lot?
What?
Is she ready?
She's done so much better.
Really?
She can take a 5 milligram.
Yes. Okay, so to back it up, everyone knows that I do not really. I can't really do edibles, obviously, because my situation where I passed out in Fallon twice. Very embarrassed.
Don't be deceived twice.
Right, twice. But that's also why I feel like I was like, I have to start smoking weed to it could be like a lot more calmer. And I had a cute little high the other day.
Cute, good for you.
Yeah, she's very cute. Very cute.
Oh, so we're gonna go outside today and do it again.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
And I promise you I won't pass out.
Okay, great.
We will not have a part 3 times. Sorry, we will not have trace. We will not have a trace of me passing out.
Amen.
We won't. What are we talking about? I'm growing, okay?
Evolving.
I am evolving, okay?
Yeah.
You
Cannabis levels are rising.
Exactly. Yes. And I think life gets more stressful, so it's like, you gotta figure some more shit out.
Threshold is also.
That part. Yeah, I'm like, what's No ma'am, no sir. So you also talked a lot about, you travel. What are some of your favorite places? Because every time I see your Instagram, you're in like Turkey and it's not even like Houston. Yeah. Like you are, and not that there's nothing wrong with it.
She go to Italy one more time.
One more time. And she goes, and don't tell nobody. Like you are going on like international trips that the dolls have probably never even seen.
I don't know, you've done Bali and I haven't done that yet.
And I have my notes on Bali. Okay, Okay, I definitely have my notes. I'm the wrong person to ask about that. But all of these places, like, what is your favorite, and what are some, like, I feel like, what are some tips for the girls? 'Cause I need some tips.
Ooh, tips. It depends on the place. Favorite place I definitely say is Ghana, but go in a group.
Okay. Check. Okay.
Go with a group that can plan the stuff, so you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Mexico City, I love. I would recommend that as a destination you could do solo.
That's quick.
It's quick.
I think even that. What are some
haven't been to
solo
Mexico
trips?
City.
Yeah.
She's had so many.
Not
Wow.
Look, this is giving all my
There's some. Okay, I did Turkey solo. That was a little bit trickier, just because any Arabic-speaking country, I usually have a hard time navigating solo.
Yeah.
And same with like Egypt, Cairo. Like I wanted to really like them, but they were hard. They were just a little crunchy around the edges.
Okay.
And then Morocco.
Morocco the
I
same.
would never go back, to be honest.
Really?
No.
Well, I would go back.
Maybe it's better now, but it just left a nasty taste in my mouth.
Same. I think we would, if we had stayed at a true luxury hotel the entire time, we would have been fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we was slumlording it. But
that part, we got on a train that had no AC and it was like 2 hours long. It was long.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
That's
not fun.
Through the desert, so we were like angry when we got to the other side.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay.
I would say this is so hard because there's so many destinations that I think are really fabulous that like I did like Turkey because the Soho House there was amazing. It was the best one. It's an old US embassy.
I can't with her. They are not. Baby, run that, okay?
Anguilla for sure. If you go for Carnival. I love Anguilla Carnival. Like, it's spectacular. The beaches are by far the best I've ever seen. So you fly into St. Martin, you take a little boat across the way.
Siobhan is from? I feel like she's from Anguilla.
Something.
She goes
or Antigua.
Oh, Antigua. That's where she's from.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Cape Town was cool, but Black people were at service and not at leisure, and I always have a problem with that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it was Africanus.
But the wineries were gorgeous. Like it definitely is a paradise that they didn't just stole. They just stole the whole thing.
Wow.
It does not feel like Africa. It feels like Europe, but it's beautiful, and your money goes a long way.
Okay.
So if you're like trying to tiptoe into your first safari, I would definitely say try Cape Town. It's like your first entrance, and you don't need visas or anything. Like going to Ghana, you need mad paperwork. So hire a company to do all your visas because it's stressful.
That's a good tip.
Yeah. So pay for convenience is my 100% tip.
Okay.
And you love a Belmont. I know that about you. Yes.
I love it. The Belmont, Peru. It's an old monastery. Your money also goes further in places like this. I love a Belmont. Amans are cool. They're just a little bit more structure-y, like I call them a little sterile. Belmonts are always old places that have been converted. So they use your monasteries or other types of weird convents or something. So there's feeling and dimension to them.
Yeah, that energy.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. If you're thinking of taking a trip, I Googled Condé Nast and I'll Google the destination. Condé Nast, Travel Leisure, those are my favorite publications. Like this morning, I was just on my deck reading, and Bali came up. And there's always people talking about the places they've gone, ways to make it easy. Portugal's a lovely destination if you want to go solo.
Okay.
Sorry, I could keep, there's so many. Sorry.
The stamps are stamping.
No, the stamps are stamping. Wow. No, well, okay, I love this. You know, this is definitely the me, myself, and I.
Honey, I'm enjoying every single moment.
As you should. As everybody should. I mean, whatever your life is, you should enjoy. Absolutely. Whether you got 10 kids, none, like, well, we just need to break down. I know. Listen, I don't know if that's even like an enjoyable life.
Yeah, they're still doing that.
I know. You know, we gotta break
slavery
down.
to me.
Right. We gotta break down these ideals of which have been forced upon us.
I like that.
We gotta break down these walls. Melanie Fiona. Where can people find you?
If you want to see my business life, at Fallon Carter Events. If you want to see my personal life, I am Fallon Carter.
That she is.
And y'all can see all her fabulous trips on it. I swear, I did not even think that you were here right now. Like, I think I was like, I ain't hitting her.
I
her ass is always gone.
Are you here? Are you in LA?
Yeah.
Because I put my out of office on and I was like, y'all see me when you see me.
Yeah. She's never here, and I love that. Like, listen, live your life. Well, the quote is, be more concerned with not losing yourself than not losing them. Yeah, I don't.
Period.
So we just stayed in a We the Urban pocket today. So it came from. I just, easy breezy, like LA. Listen, right? These are the LA editions. So thank y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
This was fun. Love you guys too. Let's go on a trip.
Yes,
Okay.
girl. Yes, let's go have a khaki.
Bye.